What kind of elixir uses ingredients like this? Thermopylae. They say you can't walk this battlefield without getting blood on your toes.
If you close your eyes, you can hear them. Their final war cries, before every last one of those brave Spartans perished. Their voices were silenced that day, but their story will be sung for an eternity.
You didn't bring me here to talk about dead Spartans. What's on your mind, Herodotus?
The Battle of Thermopylae still echoes in our hearts. But to stand here is to feel it in your bones.
There's nothing here but ghosts. My concerns are with the living.
Hold out your spear.
My spear? What for?
I need to know something.
Herodotus!
I'm fine. I'm fine. The stories are true. That is the spear of Leonidas. The hero's blade.
Where were Sparta's allies?
The Spartans weren't alone in facing Xerxes and his hordes. Many from across the Greek world were armed and ready to fight alongside Leonidas and his 300. But when the mighty king looked into their eyes and saw fear, he sent them home.
That sounds like madness, not bravery.
It was foretold by the Pythia that Sparta would lose either its freedom or its king to the Persians. Leonidas made his choice.
What happened to Leonidas after the battle?
Xerxes was famous for honoring warriors who fought valiantly against the Persians. But Leonidas infuriated him so much, he cut off his head and impaled it on a pike. A bloody battle ensued, and his remains were reclaimed by the Spartans and buried here. Now, however, he rests where he belongs.
In Sparta. What happened to the traitor, Ephialtes?
King Xerxes paid him well, but treachery breeds treachery. A contract was put on his head, and he died as he lived. A coward.
You knew this would happen.
I didn't know, but I did suspect. There is a place I'd convinced myself was a dream. Until now. A peculiar structure on the island of Andros. Mysterious shapes carved in stone. Like nothing I've ever seen.
You want to sail to Andros so you can show me shapes?
In my travels, I heard whispers of an ancient civilization. A people who came before. Your spear and that place are connected.
You mentioned a people that came before.
They were not gods, but they lived far longer than any mortal, and were far more intelligent. I've seen carvings in caves, strange symbols that suggest it was this ancient civilization that created humankind, and provided them with fire.
But Zeus blamed Prometheus.
Yes. Well, perhaps his eagle has been feasting on the wrong liver.
The spear awakened to you, Herodotus. I trust you.
You understand. I will do everything in my power to help you find your mother. I promise. But first, we must sail to the island of Andros.
I'll meet you at my ship.
Welcome aboard the Adrestia, Herodotus. Will you be traveling with us?
Only for a short trip. I have business to attend. In Athens.
Herodotus is helping me find my mother.
Seeking help from the gods has put Herodotus on your path, just like they put you on mine. They work in ways beyond our comprehension, and all we can do is follow their lead.
You could be right. Herodotus and I share enemies too.
Like Elpinor?
He was part of a very powerful group called the Cult of Cosmos that controls the Greek world through the Oracle.
Control the Oracle? Impossible! Apollo would not allow that!
Now they're looking for my mother. I need to find her before they
And
do.
I believe they will hurt others who oppose their views along the way.
By Hermes! The Oracle lost to corruption, and now this cult? Do we know who leads them?
I don't know for sure, but it might be my brother.
Your brother? By Zeus, your life is complicated!
Tell me, Marvin.
But don't you worry, this cult of Cosmos now has 3 new enemies, and one of them fights like a dinar and shits longer
That's why I like him.
Poseidon, carry us to Athens!
First, we need to go to Andros.
To Andros, then!
What do you mean?
Well, she's old. The house not in the best condition.
You couldn't have said this before we set sail? Where in Poseidon's name are we going to get the supplies?
My father taught me that the sea takes, and we must do the same. Fortunately, there are plenty of pirate ships in these waters that we can board and take from.
What are we waiting for? Let's hunt some pirates! Ready to shoot! Throw your spear!
They won't be going
Ready
anywhere
yourselves
now.
for boarding! On my lead!
I need more crew up here!
No! Race! They're firing arrows! Archer! Forward! Shoot!
Stranded! They're about to lose! Come on! Make those positions clear!
That much harder now.
Good! Watch for flames! They're going to hit us!
Get ready to fire!
ready to fire!
With me! Prepare for boarding!
Victory! I need everyone fighting! Move out! Prepare for enemy fire!
Keep up the speed!
Enemy is about to lose!
Get back!
Ready! We need to fire again!
Now the spears!
Arrows inbound! Press the one!
Archer! We need you!
Let's send to the knee! Arrows! Watch out! Commander! They're about to fire! They're taking on water!
More speed! Onward! Boarding party on me! Let's send them to Poseidon!
Someone cover their position! We're about to lose! We got arrows incoming!
Everybody brace!
Fire in position! We are wearing away at our defenses!
And throw!
Back in the air! One more hit! Watch out! They're trying to hit us! Watch for those arrows!
Full power! Ready your bow!
Let's set fire on them! We've got very heavy damage, Commander! Someone shoot the fire! Welcome aboard the Adrestia, Herodotus. Will you be traveling with us?
Only for a short trip. I have business to attend to in Athens.
Herodotus is helping me find my mother.
Seeking help from the gods has put Herodotus on your path, just like they put you on mine. They work in ways beyond our comprehension, and all we can do is follow their lead.
You could be right. Herodotus and I share enemies too.
Like El Pinor.
He was part of a very powerful group called the Cult of Cosmos that controls the Greek world through the Oracle.
Control the Oracle! Impossible! Apollo would not allow that!
Now they're looking for my mother. I need to find her before they do.
And I believe that Athens knows their views.
Fire this! The Oracle lost to corruption, and now this cult? Do we know who leads them?
I don't know for sure, but I think it might be me.
Your father! Why, Zeus, your life is complicated!
Tell me.
But don't you worry! This cult of Cosmos now has 3 new enemies! And one of them fights like Athena and sits thunder like Zeus! We'll bring the wrath of the gods down upon them!
Is he always talking?
Always. That's why I like him.
Poseidon, carry us to Athens!
Let's go to Andros.
To Andros, then! We're going to have to do some upgrades to my ship if we're sailing into war.
What do you mean?
Well, she's old. Perhaps not in the best condition.
You couldn't have said this before we set sail? Where in Poseidon's name are we going to get the supplies?
My father taught me that the sea takes, and we must do the same. Fortunately, there are plenty of fighting ships in the Sail again! The Adrestia lives to sail once more!
Fast as we can!
Fought a good fight. Not for the last time, I'm sure. Let them! Let's go away again after the rowers catch their breath.
Head for open water!
Debris could be useful.
Rowers! What's going on?
I'm here to check the warehouse's taxation records, but I'm being refused entry.
This matter is out of my hands.
Fine. The wheels of Evia will be greased once more. How much will it cost to get me the records?
That's not going to work this time, Agapios. The guards are under strict orders to not let anyone in or out of the warehouse. It's an order they will enforce, my friend. Take my advice. Stay away from that warehouse.
It's lucky your friend warned you.
Haha, he's just as corrupt as the rest of Evia. I fear there's nobody honest left.
Not all mercenaries are cutthroats. I can be trusted.
That remains to be seen.
What's causing the corruption?
A group called the Dakeras strangling Evia with their greed. They work from the shadows, controlling the nation with bribery and blackmail. The other reason I need the taxation records from that warehouse. I'm following a parchment trail which I believe will lead me to the person behind it all. But I'm too old to be breaking into guarded warehouses. Perhaps the shine on my drachmi can convince you to do it for me, huh?
I'll get the records for you.
Perhaps there is someone left in Evia who can be trusted.
Where can I find the records you're looking for?
I'll need a lot of evidence to find the person behind the dagger. One set of records won't be enough. They'll be scattered around the warehouse. And be sure to check the guard captain. Anything important he'll have on him.
What can you tell me about the man behind the dagger?
Other than he may not be a man, only his reputation is known. Cruel, driven by greed. The living noose around the neck of Evia. If we can't find out who he is and stop him, our fate is that of the Eretrias. Total ruin!
The dagger? Dramatic name. Any particular reason?
They stab at Evia without honor. From the shadows, unseen, bleeding our nation of its lifeblood. A dramatic name, perhaps, but apt.
I'll find the records. The guards don't stand a chance.
They don't deserve a chance. For Evia to survive, corruption and those who spread it must be crushed. I'll wait for you here.
The warehouse grounds. The warehouse. There's the warehouse dock.
Just stay back and you won't get hurt.
I don't want to be spotted here. Now to find those records.
Ambistios! Destroy the records before they claim them!
Records of ship names. What docked where and when. This might help Agapios.
Whoever did this will pay. Watch while I go check. You can't be here! Go on! Where are you going? I spotted the target! Coward! Good for you! Dogs! Get down! Your time is...
Maybe this will help Agapios identify the dagger's leader. Records of the trades Evie has made in the last 6 months. Maybe the identity of the dagger's leader is in here. I found the records, Agapios.
My master would be pleased.
You're a slave.
Do I not look as you expect? Yes, Misthios, I am a slave. But I'm not without dignity. The local magistrate is my master, and I'm his most trusted servant.
I would rather die than be a slave.
Not all have the luxury of choice, friend. Nobody chooses to be a slave. But being one, safety and security. Especially now, with Evia all but run by the dagger. They cannot see past their greed. And if they go unchecked, we may all end up as slaves. If uncovering the identity of the Dagger's leader and finally stopping them sounds like something you'd be interested in, meet me and my master in the slave market.
I'll think about it.
Αδύνατον εστί.
A customer. if I can help you again. How may I help you? Come back anytime. How can I help you? Come back anytime.
Hello there. Need some help?
I will never see my son play knucklebones again. Never hear his laugh. I knew I had fathered a mortal, but to lose him like that... to beasts of teeth and fin.
The sharks?
Vengeance against brutes without reason is irrational for a thinker. but I would do anything to kill him. Or to know if his bag of knucklebones are witty bones in their bellies.
So I should kill all the sharks.
Are you up for it?
I'll help you. You have my word.
Many thanks, mercenary.
Leave it to me.
No. This can't... How is this possible?
Agapios, what's wrong? What have you found?
Master, it's a name. Written in the records over and over again. The name of the man leading the dagger. The Kingfisher.
Once you know the Kingfisher's real name, bring him to a court of law. He and the dagger have wounded Evia. Evia should have a chance to decide his fate.
Agapios, tell her.
When we were young, when we'd play, I was the robin, and the Kingfisher was my brother. But he died. He should be dead. I mourned him. I made him a grave. Please, tell me he's not one of them. I beg you, tell me my brother's not a dagger.
You know your brother better than these records. If you believe this Kingfisher isn't him, then you're right.
Thank you. Yes. The boy I knew, there's no way he could be involved in this.
When your brother died, did you see his body?
No. No body at all. No sign, no word, nothing. After Mater died, Mater was not as fit to feed us as he once was. So my brother made sure we never went hungry. He would fish every day, until he didn't return.
Your brother can't have been born the Kingfisher.
Of course he wasn't. Neritos. His name was Neritos. Older than me. More trouble than me too. Fighting, stealing. But he always looked out for me.
Nothing is more important to Envia's survival than stopping the dagger. I'm sorry, old friend. The Kingfisher must be dealt with whether he's your brother or not.
Yes, Master. I understand. Please, Misthios, help me uncover the Kingfisher's true identity. We can clear my brother's name and stop the dagger. Evia would be in your debt. More in your debt. The Magistrate's treasury runs deep. Your reward would not be small.
Whatever it takes, I'm in. Family can be complicated. Save all Evia while we're at it.
I know a farmer who's had dealings with the dagger's inner circle. If anyone's seen the Kingfisher's true face, it's him.
I should pay him a visit. Any other leads?
There is a shipwreck along Evia's southern coast, and the theater in Kalki City has been spreading the dagger's lies.
We're in a war. Ships are sunk daily. Why does this ship matter?
Because this ship appears to belong to the dagger. A slave I trust waits by the temple above the ruins in Eretria. Speak with her to learn more.
You said you know a farmer who's had dealings with the dagger. Maybe I could beat some information out of him.
No. He wasn't friends with them. He was targeted by them. He's rich. Or he was. Anytime someone in the dagger needed to line their tunic with Rahmi, they'd visit him.
Then he may know the Kingfisher's true identity.
Which could clear my brother's name.
You mentioned an evil theater?
The theater in Kalki City is a more potent weapon than you realize, Misthios. The dagger used propaganda to poison the minds of Evians. See what you can learn there.
You seem well connected. How is that?
For a slave, you mean? We are not without eyes and ears, Misthios. We see much, and we share it. Slave to slave. Needs, warnings, anything that might help us survive all the way from today to tomorrow.
I have enough to go on. And the Kingfisher. If I discover he's your brother, if he's the man behind the dagger.
He won't be. Return to me when you've learned all you can.
2, 4, 6, 8.
I won't let you do something this stupid.
That dagger sympathizer has to die. He'll keep making us do his death.
Killing him won't solve anything, Prexileos!
But we can't just sit here and let him do this to us, Idia. To the children.
You think I don't have their well-being in mind?
Well, you certainly aren't acting like it.
How dare you!
Calm down and listen to yourselves. The kids are scared.
Who do you think you are?
The Misthios is right. Calm down. It's bad for the...
Speak up, stranger.
Agapios sent me. He wants to prove his brother's innocence and destroy the dagger.
His brother? Neritos? Didn't he die on...
Stop, Idia. We're in enough trouble as it is.
Tell me what you know.
Let's make a deal. Kill a man for me, Misthios. Help me, and I'll tell you about the dagger's base of operations.
We've been through this. No killing. Talk to the man instead. Make him honor his word to pay us.
Deal. I will take care of your problem.
There's a man from the dagger. He approached us one day to help them spread their agenda. We don't care about the dagger, but we need the extra income.
He wanted us and the children to spread the message of the dagger in the theater and on the streets.
He's just using you. Exploiting your children for sympathy.
And now he intends to do it for free. He stopped paying us and threatened to come after our children if we didn't continue.
I was going to kill him myself, but Idia...
We can't just take a life like that, Prexileos. That's not us.
He lives in the large house in the middle of the city. Kill him, and we'll have drachmi for you.
Listen to yourself. Talk to the man, and posture if you must. But we aren't savages. I don't want to set a horrible example for the children.
I'll deal with the man. Just make sure you pay up.
If you need anything else, or forget where to find the daggerman, speak to us again.
They'll just do it all the same!
That's him. The dagger man threatening the theater couple. That's the big house they were talking about.
I can't keep doing this, but I have to. I have to do this. For family. Yes, that's right. For family.
Φύγε, Πόρο. Προείρηκα το πατρί σου ότι έτη πάβει να αποστείλω τη σέλο.
Amistios? What do you want?
I'm just here to talk.
Did the theater couple send you? I already told them to leave me alone. Or else I...
Or else what? You'd hurt the children that live there?
As unfortunate as that is, I would. For my family, I'd do anything. Guards! We have an intruder!
He didn't look too dangerous. Just another man doing right by his family. Too bad he mixed with the wrong people.
You don't want to be here today, Celsior.
You think you can take the dagger on, theater man?
Mistios, I've sent the children away. Make sure this dagger malaka doesn't get to...
Shut up! We'll find every last one of your precious kids. They'll fetch a good price.
Release them this instant.
I'll let them go. After I've made a few cuts.
Malaka!
The dagger doesn't appreciate your intrusions into our affairs.
Then you Malakas should get out of my way.
I'm a man that likes a little drama. So let's make this interesting. You, Mistios, seem to have a flair for the dramatic. And we are in a theater after all. So let's have you decide how this play will play out.
Get to the point.
Someone's got to die here today.
Easy. That's you.
Try, and these two will have their throats slit before you even reach me.
Don't do anything rash, Mistios.
But like I was saying, someone's got to die. But just one! It's always more fun when one lover is alive to watch the other bleed. So, meddling Mistios, tell us, who should live?
Save Idia, Mistios.
What? No!
Save Prexileos, Mistios! The kids can't do
No,
without him.
save Idia, please. You'll be saving
All
more
right,
than-
time's up! Pick an ending to our little play, Mistios.
I'll save them both, but you will die, dagger scum.
Wrong answer.
Skiros! Mistios, get to Skiros! Tell Agapios!
That's where they control Evia from! Stop them!
You little...
Fighting me would be your last mistake! Now you die!
I won't let your dying words go to waste. Agapios will know about Skiros, and I will avenge the both of you. I still need to meet all of Agapios' contacts. Come on. Yeah! This must be the farm Agapios mentioned. Now, to find the farmer and see what he knows about the dagger. Mistios! Up here! Please don't make me sound! I need to speak with your husband.
Oh, forget him. I need your services.
Is that right?
Would you fetch me a drink? The slaves are all busy and I'm quite parched.
No. The wine's right next to you. Tell me where I can find your husband.
Somewhere on the Eastern Road, I think. Delivering wheat and grapes. Come to think of it, I haven't seen him in days. A lot of days. Weeks? Oh. Oh no. I think he might be in trouble.
I hear husbands can be hard to keep track of. They're always getting lost.
I've been through 3 already. I don't want to lose this one too.
Your husband must have enemies or something. Someone who might want to make him go missing.
The dagger. If you're wealthy, they're your enemy. A local captain and his Malaki's dagger friends visit as often as they please, demanding made-up taxes and beating my husband if he doesn't pay. Will you find him? Will you find my husband?
Don't worry. I'll find him.
Thank you. Is there anything else I can tell you?
Any idea where I should look for your husband?
He's been trying to find ways to get his shipments past the Dagger's forces on the road east of here. Anytime his carts ride by, the troops on patrol take a cut. More of their godless Malakis taxes. My husband usually waits on the road directly south of the cave until it's clear.
I want you to tell me everything you know about the dagger.
Daggers? They're like cute little baby swords.
What? No, the dagger you just mentioned.
Oh, right. They're just men, Mistios. Greedy, delusions of grandeur, bleeding dry the drachmae of poor innocent slave masters like me.
I've heard enough. I'll head east and find your husband.
Thank you, Mistios.
If I follow the road east, I should be able to follow the husband's tracks. Carts. Looks like he tried to escape an armed patrol. Didn't end well.
Yeah!
What happened here?
Guards. Malakis got up guards. They wanted taxes. They always want taxes. Took my master up to the Distos fort. He should have paid their stupid taxes. He should have paid.
I'd better head to the fort. Come on. That must be the farmer. He's locked up. Distos fort. It's big. The husband could be anywhere in there. stay hidden if I don't want to fight. Yeah.
Flames, get out! Out, damn you!
Light that brazier! We need help! Hey! Without order! Now you're mine! Victory! You're mine now! I'll ignite the alarm!
The very man. What the gods was that?
It's time to light!
Should hurt the Spartans here.
I shouldn't even been here. I'm not a slave. Thanks for saving me. Stop by my farm anytime for some freedom.
Help! Let me out!
Hey, faccio tutto.
They have given me my freedom. How can I ever repay you?
Keep going.
Thank you.
I won't let you die.
Excelpa Pacheos and Deathbed!
Άπες με σοφίνε! Ταχαίως εξέρχομαι!
Surprised?
It's just... you look more like a hired killer than a hero.
Man named Agapios believes you may be able to identify the Kingfisher. If I find out who he is, I can stop the dagger.
Ah, so it's just Evia you're here to save. Still, thank you.
I need to know everything I can about the dagger.
Oh, they have such ambition. A legendary greed. They appear to be pirates, yet they're organized, funded, well-connected. There may be more than just a Kingfisher pulling their strings.
Don't worry. Taking on shadowy organizations is my specialty. Whatever you know about the Kingfisher, I also need to know.
He'd visit me, the Kingfisher and his Malacca's flock, demanding their taxes. I kept him fed. I kept him rich. If I tell you his name, I'm a dead man.
Say it!
I can't. What he'll do to me. What he'll do to my wife.
Give me his name!
Neritos. His name is Neritos. Just make sure you stop him.
Agapios' brother. It is him. I still need to meet all of Agapios' contacts. Onward! Yeah!
Anyone there? Falsalare. Make this easy! Christians. Thank you.
Τον ήπιο της.
Off we go now.
Ah, no! Put it out! Out!
Shit. Got to smother it.
Did Agapio send you?
Yes.
Were you followed?
No.
Are you sure you weren't followed?
There was no way I was followed. I made sure of it.
You covered every track?
Every single one.
Malaka's liar! You've led them right to me!
Who?
The dagger! Their corruption, their reach, it's limitless! They're watching that shipwreck, and I don't doubt they're watching you.
What exactly went down with the ship?
I'm not sure. All I know is that this particular ship was part of the Dagger's fleet. They keep trying to salvage whatever's down there. If it's important to the Dagger, then it's important to us.
How do you know the Dagger's watching the shipwreck?
I see them row out to it. Men dive down and never come up. Those who do are half-drowned and terrified. They're forced to go back down again and again until they're dead. The Dagger's looking for something and won't stop until they've found it.
How did you get involved in all of this?
It was my master's boat that engaged the Dagger's ship. But he and many of his men perished in the ensuing battle.
I will get whatever's down there.
Thank you. Is there anything you need to know before leaving?
Where exactly is the shipwreck?
Directly south of here. You can't miss it. Some of the debris is still visible on the surface.
You must know a few things about Agapios.
Oh, I could tell you many things about Agapios. But I'll tell you the only thing that matters. He's a good man. He values trust above all else.
I have enough to go on.
Great interest to the dagger. If you can get it, then maybe my master didn't die for nothing. Meet me down in Eretria when you're done.
Have you heard? Agapios and his master are trying to stop the dagger.
Dangerous work, that is.
There it is, the shipwreck. Debris from the dagger-sunken ship. This must be what the dagger's after. Now to find the woman in Eretria.
Keep your eyes on your work!
We've seen you watching us. Tell me why. What's your interest in the ship?
Interest? No, I have no. Help! Somebody help me!
This is...
Better make sure the woman's okay. Are you hurt? Don't be afraid. You're safe.
Thank you for saving my life. Did you find anything?
I found this blade, covered in strange markings. The important item the dagger was after was... a dagger?
This blade! It's used for sacrifices in the name of Achilles. The dagger must be devoted to him. Find the right temple of Achilles, and you'll find the dagger. But which is the right temple?
What will you do once the dagger's gone?
It'll be nice to live without fear, but I'm still a slave without a master.
A slave without a master is free. Agapios will know when I show the blade to him. You should find a safe place to lie low until this is over.
There's nowhere for me to go. I only have the clothes on my back.
Here, this should help you get started.
Thank you, Misthios. I'll never forget what you've given me. Freedom.
That's the last of Agapios' leads. Better tell him what I... Isn't going to... Here it is.
We've got lumber coming from Lesbos in a... Where are those supplies arriving? I'm running out of clay.
If the dagger hijacked them, never.
Hey, careful!
The dagger's base is on Skiros. They seem to be planning a ritual at the Temple of Achilles.
What did you learn about my brother? Is he alive? Is he the Kingfisher?
All that matters is stopping the dagger.
So it is him. Of course it was him. Neritos always was getting himself into trouble. A temple to Achilles on Skiros, you said?
Agapios!
Stop, slave! Stop, slave! Guards! Guards!
No! That man earned his freedom long ago. Thanks to you, the dagger's true face has been revealed and Emdia has a chance at survival. You've earned your reward. Though I fear victory will not be as simple as storming Skiros, the Kingfishers hid in the shadows for decades. There will be more to do before the end. Help me. Help Emvia.
I'll see what I can do.
Good. Good. I'll lead a small force to Smuggler's Dock on Skiros. Meet me there, and together we'll finally crush the dagger!
But you will be soon!